Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've been on this channel doing different videos besides planner videos and plan with me videos and everything planner related, which if you're watching my weekly plan with me videos between this channel and Lauren Makeup, I thank you. The whole purpose of doing that was to get my friends over here to get over there and vice versa, and to just stay with me everywhere because I post a lot of content, but it's not all on this channel. But to all my subscribers on this channel, I thank you, I appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you're here. So speaking of appreciation, I have this person that requested something on Instagram a little while ago, and I'm finally getting around to this video, so I hope you enjoy this and that it's really helpful. But they asked me basically tips on note-taking and staying organized in college. Now, if you guys already know, I am done with college. I got an associate's in general studies and an associate's in early childhood education. My last semester of college was spring 2015, and I'm so happy that it's over with. If you're still in college, good for you. Keep hustling. There is an end in sight. For me, it just wasn't worth it because you guys also know that I really just want to be a makeup artist. That's my dream. And yeah, so... But if you're in college and you're going for what you really want, kudos to you. Keep hustling. You'll get there. So anyways, I collected a few different resources, different things that I've kept over the years or things I have extra of that I'll show you how I keep organized and how I take notes. The first thing that I want to reference you to is by keeping organized. I actually made a video completely devoted to making your own dividers. I don't have that binder anymore, so I can't show you in this video, but I'm going to link that below because that is a huge part of staying organized for me was dividers, and I just hated how much the dividers costed and how many I'd have to get. So I was strategic and I made my own. So I wanted to just shout that out there. There is a video on that. I'm going to link it below. It's on this channel. So there you go. The second thing that I can't stress that can really help you out are these sheet protectors. You can get 10, 50, 100, 200 packs. I mean, you can get so many. And I still have so many, as you can see, like that I don't even need anymore because I went above and beyond for my student teaching portfolio. Primarily, that's what I used them for, was when I was student teaching and we had to make the portfolio all pretty and all perfect. But these sheet protectors can come in handy for a few things. You can make dividers out of them. It makes presentations look a lot more presentable. You can keep different things in there, so like if you have a brochure or business cards or things that you just need to tuck away somewhere until you can put them away, that's a good use for them. So sheet protectors are usually pretty inexpensive and easy to find. I mean, they're at Target, Walmart, your school store, wherever. I really recommend, if you're going to get any supplies, disclaimer, don't get them at your school store. Unless you have credit to use there, which sometimes I did. Sometimes I would get scholarships like, oh, $100 to the school store and stuff like that. Then go for it, because then it's free. But if you need to get anything, make the trip out. Go to somewhere that's going to have it for a reasonable price, because your school store is jacking everything up. I mean, I'm sure you know this already, but yeah, disclaimer. Another thing that I came to love thanks to Eiley, who I don't actually know if she has this video up anymore. I'll link her below, but she put me onto this trend when she was in college of these awesome, awesome folders. They have different designs. These are kind of in not great shape anymore. I have only these 4 left. There was a third design, and I used 2 of those, and I guess I threw them out because they probably got really jacked up. But these are awesome because they have, I think it's 8 folders in them. 8, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay, so back to back, there's 6 folders, and then there's 2 pockets, so total you can put 8 separate things in here. Yes, it gets a little thick over the semester, but this is one of my favorite ways to separate classes or to put general things from all the classes in one place. So I would typically keep all my syllabi in here, along with other like different notes or handouts or important things to remember. Like I would put how I like to organize it was according to the week. So, my Monday, Wednesday class would be here. and then Tuesday, Thursday, or like something like that. But, so I liked using them for that, or if there was a real lot from one class, I'll just use another folder specifically for that one class, and you know, you can easily label them or use different designs so you know what you're doing. I'm going to try and find an up-to-date version of those, because those I purchased probably 2 or 3 years ago, at least. But I got a 6-pack for like, I think it was $30 on Amazon, which seems kind of high, but these were so functional. And the fact that I still have 4, even though they have wear and tear on them, but they're still usable, is awesome. As far as binders and notebooks go, this is kind of personal preference. I have these notebooks that I'm just going to show you just because I'm a sucker for cute designs. I'm going to admit it. So I really like nice looking notebooks. These were also environmentally friendly when they were at Staples, and I like that they have 2 different sizes, because sometimes you just don't need a gigantic notebook. Sometimes it's one of those classes that you're barely going to take notes, but you have to have it just in case, you know. So don't bring the whole huge notebook, because you're going to have a lot to bring throughout the day probably. I personally suggest single subject notebooks, not the big 5-star 5-subject notebooks. And I'm sure that all your teachers tell you the same. They always told us the same, because, you know, they would have to take in the notebooks every now and then to review them, or they'd have to do something with them, who knows. But basically, keep all your notebooks separate. It's a pain in the butt because it's going to weigh more on your back or however you carry them. It's more to carry, but just single subject notebooks and you should be good. Now, if you have one of those classes where you're going to take an enormous amount of notes, you're probably going to need 2 or 3 notebooks over the whole semester, if that, like, or maybe more. Really depends on the class, but again, single subject notebooks are the way to go. Unless you guaranteed know you're going to take a lot, then maybe get a 3-subject notebook for one class. Then as far as binders go, again, sucker for cute designs. I gotta say, I've had this binder since high school, and somehow I kept it in good condition, and I'm just waiting to use it for something else. Besides the cute designs though, a binder that I really do recommend are the Better binders from Staples. This is a 1/2-inch size, and this is an inch size. I have also gotten up to the 4-inch sizes of these binders for various portfolios or, you know, big projects that I had to make both in high school and college. So I have to say, these are super durable. They're more expensive. They are. They're like $8 to $10 a binder, which is ridiculous. But the fact that, again, I still have these 2 that I've used before, and they are still reusable for something else. Anything I want to use them for. So, you know, they got various sizes depending on what you need. But I do recommend, if you're going to get a binder, you just need a quality binder, get a Better binder from Staples. They have these like rubbery things on them. That's how you'll be able to tell them apart from the regular ones. Now, with more note-taking, I decided to get a computer. I went through a few computers in my college career just because I went to not the best store, which I'm going to remain anonymous. I will not shop there anymore, though. They didn't have the best customer service. Things would go wrong with the computer, then they'd ship it out, then they'd lose it, it was a big mess. So I've gone through a few computers, but if you go to a reputable place and you get a solid computer, you'll be fine. If it's PC or Mac, that is completely up to you. I have recently converted to the Mac trend just because for my video editing and things like that. But I gotta say, if I got a Mac in the beginning of my school career, which is what I was avoiding doing because of the price, but if I had done it, I'm confident I would still be using the same computer. They really are powerhouses when it comes to lasting. But again, that's completely up to you, but I definitely recommend a solid computer for note-taking, for, you know, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoints, research papers, really anything. Dedicate a good solid laptop to your schoolwork. Yeah, you can do other stuff on it as well, but have one that you're like, okay, this is going to be my school computer, and this is going to really help me for the next 4 or however many years you're going. So currently I have the MacBook Air. This is the 2014 edition. I got this, I think, October or November in 2014. The 13.3 inch. Wow, that's like really weird with the lighting. But this is the MacBook Air. It's actually the cheapest one because I can't afford the $1,500 MacBook Pro or whatever. But this is amazing. I gotta say, if you need a MacBook, go the cheapest route. I've had nothing but good luck with this for a solid year and a half. It hasn't slowed down. Obviously doesn't get viruses because you know they're better that way. Super lightweight. You know, has everything I need on it, and it's great. But I definitely recommend a computer for just all your projects, all your note-taking. I really like doing that. And then have a good external hard drive or a flash drive. I like to have 2 flash drives because I also experienced during college, wisdom I know, well, I had one and then it broke out of nowhere. Thankfully I still have the files on my computer, but have 2 flash drives. Have 2 flash drives and just back everything up and you'll be good to go. The last thing I obviously have to strongly recommend, and you know why. Planner. Now again, this is really personal preference. This is my Erin Condren life planner for the year of 2016. She designed the life she loved. I went over the whole planner itself in a recent video a couple months ago on this channel, which I can link below. But really whatever planner works for you. It can be a $5 planner. It can be an exquisite planner. It can be monthly, it can be weekly. Whatever works for you, but I strongly suggest a solid way of planning out your homework time and, you know, putting miscellaneous papers in and using different colored pens to organize different classes and just everything. A planner really helps. I know that some people are on the electronic trend of planning. If you are, good for you. Do what works for you. For me, I need to have the paper planner just because that's what helps me focus. Me physically writing it down helps me remember things. Me looking at it, it's just wonderful. But have some method of planning so you know kind of like, okay, when is this due and when do I have to work on this and how much time do I have to work on this? You know, between this and work and whatever else you have, other responsibilities. I went to school with a lot of people who were parents, had full-time jobs, full-time school, so it just helps to, you know, keep everything organized, have a visual, and keep on top of it because it is so easy when you have 5 classes. It is so easy to forget something. Something slips your mind. You forgot that this was due today. You thought it was next week. Or, wow, that quiz was today. I thought it was next week. You know, like, it just happens. We're human. So have some type of log, even if it's a notebook. Have a method where you can kind of write everything down, see it visually, and hopefully not forget anything because that is never good because they don't have time for that in college. So those are some solid ways that I kept organized, I kept sane, and that I took notes during my 4 years of college. I hope this was helpful to you guys and to, you know, the one that requested it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I actually kept all this stuff like in a little pile. I recently have been like cleaning a lot and getting rid of a lot of stuff, and I got rid of a lot of my college stuff, but I actually kept this stuff kind of in a pile, you know, with this video in mind because I knew that I was going to do it eventually since it was a request. So I hope I did it justice. Let me know in the comments below. I hope it was helpful, and again, if you're in college, just keep hustling. It won't last forever, and when you're done, you're going to feel so accomplished. I mean, there's still so many, you know, trials and things ahead that you're going to have to get over and hurdles, but there's so many successes too. And your college career is really going to mold you and help you get ready for that. I mean, it really is. And it's a fun time too. So enjoy it, work hard, and yeah, just be happy, get where you want to be. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.